Oh, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Got my smoothie here, you know. It's January, trying to lose some of that weight. Got my hoodie on, it's cold out. Today, gonna work with Dan for the first time in 2018. Show you a little bit of behind the scenes, inside the ropes, the stuff that we work on. See how things are coming, see how things are progressing with what he last left me with. And then we're gonna grab some lunch and go over a plan for 2018. Schedule, basically what we want to achieve this year. We are a team, so we wanna get our approach for the year, set some goals. So let's go. This week, like I started practice already last week for the first time before Jamaica, because the weather was so bad and I was just like, I played golf twice but I hadn't practiced in a month. Felt good to take a break, but
I think it'd be a little bit easier. You got this club set a little bit more and more vertical, okay. So there's actually a slight cup here, but the club feels a little more across the line. And what that's going to do is allow you to, as you transition, increase right wrist bend, shaft flattens, okay. And then you can turn as hard as you want. When you get here, it's like you try to get there too early.
Yeah.
And you try to cheat a little bit. Club gets laid off, left wrist flattens, and I don't think you have a ton of wrist flexibility, especially feeling like it's uncomfortable for you to get bowed.
Yeah.
So when it gets here, it has nowhere else to go but actually going like this. So the club face is actually becoming more open and the shaft is steeper coming down. So then you're either going to cut across it to save it, or you stand up out of it and hit that kind of high right shot. Almost having it more cupped at the top and getting the shaft a little bit more vertical is going to give you room to actually go the other way and make things a lot easier.
But was that that was never something throughout the year?
No, I would say is that it's never been that big of a change. Like, you never really had a lot of flattening with the shaft or the wrist. It kind of almost stayed relatively constant. Like, there's always some movement, but it was small. But now when it goes too far the one direction, you just have no, I don't think you have the flexibility in that wrist to go.
Essentially it's getting too laid off at the top.
Too laid off and too flat of a left wrist to where you don't have ROM's flexibility where you can just keep going that direction and get more bowed. You kind of end up in you hit a wall, so to speak. Yeah. So to you, it's going to probably feel open and across the line a little bit. So it's going to feel like
that's how I used to swing. So it's probably going to feel.
Yeah, it's going to feel somewhat normal, and then that allows you in transition to actually flatten it.
Is it looking better exiting?
Yeah. And this will get easier. So the problem is that if the exiting's good. Yeah. But if the club's steepening in transition, you'll just wipe it. Like, so like it's I think focusing on that it was a good thing, but so much focus on that, and then with the time off, the backswing got a little sloppy. Better. Hold this up against the bottom of the car. Okay. In the backswing, so that stays up against your left side. Okay. And goes down your left, and then points at your toes. So it's going to keep it from getting laid off. Okay. And this way, you don't have to rely on feel every day, which is going to change. Like tomorrow, you're going to feel different than you feel today. Is that this is, if it points down in an extension of your toe line, then it's where it needs to be. Like, you don't have to think about it. Like, so today might feel different, but as long as you know it's right, because you have some kind of feedback. Good. Watch backswing, make sure that thing stays on your side. Good. So what you kind of want is to feel like the arms aren't rotating too much going back, just so that you give them some room to rotate in transition. If you try to cheat and get that right shoulder rotating and the shaft too flat going back, you're limited mobility wise and can't go any more than that. The key is going to be to not get the shaft pointed too far outside the golf ball, so it actually has room to go the other direction. At the top, I'd almost like the shaft to line up between your heel and your toe line, so that you actually have room to flatten it. And that's going to keep the left wrist from getting too bowed going back, so that you have room to kind of move that direction coming down. So when you get too bowed and too laid off going back, it actually starts cupping and opening the face and steepening the club coming down.
Well guys, I hope you dug that little lesson. A lot of knowledge from my man Dan. I got some more balls here. We just had lunch. We talked about schedule and plan and goals for the year. Feeling pretty motivated right now. I'm gonna go and practice away some more on this stuff and really get it feeling a lot more comfortable, because it feels pretty uncomfortable at the moment, but I know it's gonna click pretty soon. So I'm just gonna keep working. Done. The sun is out. It's actually turned into a really, really beautiful day here. Kind of warm in this sweater, but really good work today. Really awesome to hook up with Dan and talk about the year, talk about what's been going on with my golf swing. Obviously, the last time we worked together, working a lot on how the club was exiting the golf ball, and I kind of got sloppy with what the club was doing on the way back. So we're working to rectify that. Dan made a really great analogy. It's like tightening a bolt. You have to hold this end of the bolt while you screw it in, and what was happening is I wasn't holding this end of the bolt while I was screwing the bolt in of my through swing and not my backswing. So we're making sure we work on both parts of the swing. But what I've done, put together a playlist on the channel of all of Dan and I's working together. So if you want to see the progression of what we've been doing, you can check out that playlist and see where things have been and where they're going as we work towards a huge 2018. I've linked all of Dan's stuff below, so if you want to reach out to him, do some online lessons, or if you're in the Jacksonville area, you can come hook up and get a lesson with him. He is really, really good. Last thing, these awesome shoes, we're giving them away. So make sure you click that link in the description below so you can sign up and have a chance to win Tour 360 2.0 shoes. Major thank you to Adidas Canada for hooking us up. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.